Blah, 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 $100 million, blah, 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 acquisition, blah, 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 Tiger Global. It's the May 14th episode of Health in 2.0.
Jess, you sound almost like you're jaded by the exciting action.
You're getting so boring. Boring. Why don't you just add to the monotony and tell me how all these companies that we're going to talk about owe you 10% for getting their start at Health 2.0? I'm living a Groundhog Day type experience where everything is the same all of the time. I don't even know anymore. Boring. Bored.
Well, it does have to be said that even though you're bored, I nearly got to the fun part at the very end of the last one, but it was just timed out, and we'll try and get to the same one at the end of this one. But there have been all these deals just today. What do we do? What do we do? We can't ignore these amazing money deals. I'm sorry that we were so bored of it.
Oh my God! Get your timer ready. So let's talk.
All right. Well, I will try to be upbeat and excited.
I need some out of left
personality
people.
And your personality, which is to be, dull and boring. You can just play that up.
I need some out of left field thing. Like, remember last summer, the Teledoc Livongo? I need another one of those just to keep me going.
These are too
Somebody
small.
out there, please. Go and acquire
$100 million
something.
signing rounds are too small. The $425 million deals are too small. I'm going to tell you what they are anyway. You can be bored.
This was a good one. You're paused, but not going. This was a good one. Hey, Cedar acquires Ooda for $425 million. There's Tiger Global money that helped this happen. Matthew Holt, tell us about it.
Well, I think it's really $425 billion, right? It's what, 15-20% of their stock. Florian Otto, the man who told me on Clubhouse the other day that Cedar, which has got the job of fixing patient payments from hospitals, he said if somebody else fixed it by policy, he didn't mind. In front of all his VCs at 8016 and elsewhere, he said he didn't mind if the business went away. But clearly, he decided they needed to get into payers too, because Ooda does like a guaranteed payment system for payers, founded by Seth Cohen and Gio Claire from Castlight fame. I don't know how much Gio's been doing with that, but anyway, it's an interesting deal. So Cedar does provide us into payers. Funnily enough, our friends at Olive did it the other way around, right? They did hospitals and they're going to pay us. So we'll see how they end up.
Awesome. All right. Medically Home gets $100 million. Kaiser and Mayo split this round.
Yeah. So this is this is one that I've made a big deal of at Health Team a while back. Rami Kajian, the CEO, and Pippa Schulman, the Chief Medical Officer, were on stage with me. This is literally what it says. It does hospital at home. Really cool. They were now doing a lot of work in the pandemic, extending the ability of hospitals to do stuff out of home. More than 300 patients at Mayo have used this. So a lot of money for a great startup, and we'll see what happens. But I think that you're going to see a lot more hospitals are going to be doing extending out. This is kind of continuous clinic stuff. You may have heard that from me before.
All right, and now and later deal. So Huma gets $130 million now and $70 million later. This can only be a Bayer deal. Bayer, Hitachi, Samsung, and Sony.
Yeah, Bayer's in this. I mean, I don't know. They've done a similar deal with, not a similar deal with money, but a similar deal with your friends at OneDrop. They did remote patient monitoring, and they hired Jess Federer, who was at Bayer at one point, and that's what I know.
Okay. Doctor first. They get $50 million.
Too late. We're done.
Was that it?
That's it. We didn't get to Doctor First. We didn't even get to our friend who we're going to take teas about. We'll have to do another one next week.
I hate when this happens. But by special request, we had to talk slower so people could understand us.
People don't understand you. I don't understand. No. What's wrong with the way you speak?
I talk too slow. I talk too quickly.
You talk too fast. It's your fault.
It is my
fault.
fault.
Talking about you.
They're talking about me.
You're sure?
100%.
You're really 100%. Okay. Well, I guess we should get out, and I'll go back to speaking faster, slower.
No, you are not the problem. I'm the problem. The sponsor subtitles for me.
You sure? You sure?
Please.
Well, we have a few deals left over for next week then.
Uh-huh.
So you're not bored. You're no longer bored with these exciting big deals, or you want to see another big merger?
It takes a lot to get me bored.
Well, to be fair, it's time for a big merger because a couple of the companies that used to be quite expensive, publicly traded, are now quite cheap.
I know. Oh my God!
Amwell,
giant telehealth implosion.
Yeah, I mean, Amwell is stock was around $10. I checked this morning, which is about half of the IPO price. And
even like Hims and Hers is under $10. Like, I mean, I don't know. Oak Street is the only one in my portfolio that's doing well right now.
Well, I'm glad you got something doing well. Actually.
Yeah. Hey.
my Teladoc range trading is still going as badly as. In fact, it's worse than when I was on the floor yesterday. Oh well.
I'm glad you picked yourself up off the floor.
We'll see if it ever climbs back up. But that price somewhere around there, Amwell might be.
I don't know. I want like
a tempting target. It wouldn't surprise me to see somebody come in for.
I just would like something out of left field. It's been a minute since we've had an out of left field.
Just the excessive funding washing across our industry.
I can only talk about $100 million rounds.
$100 million is not enough to keep you happy anymore. You are you're a woman with expensive tastes. All right, get us the hell out of here.
Just send lavish gifts to me because I am a woman of expensive taste. Or to send me your ideas for what kind of out of left field deal you would love to see. Please go follow me over on Twitter at Jess. And to talk to this guy, you can go over and follow him at Bolty Boy. To never miss an episode of these cute little Health in 2.0s and all of the coverage of all of the $100 million funding deals, please sign up for our email newsletter over there at thehealthcareblog.com, or you can just simply hit subscribe on our YouTube channel, and then you'll get notified whenever a new one is posted. I'm not that bored.
I think you were faking the boredom. I think you are. I've never seen you bored.
No.
Think I'll fake it. You won't. Right. Well, I'm excited. I think there's lots of interesting stuff going on, and the world is starting to change. Hopefully, all this money throwing it. But if you get people like Mayo and Kaiser, it makes sense for Kaiser, right? Because they want to get people out of the hospitals. They have that capital. But for Mayo, which makes its money in hospitals, to actually be doing this path, that might be a real change. So,
yeah. All right. Cool. Well, let's see. All right. We'll talk to you guys soon. We have more deals waiting in the wings here. Talk to you. Bye.